Hey everyone, what is going on? So welcome to the final week of Pokemon Shuffle. Well, the 24th week, it's going to repeat again next week. And I do plan on continuing the Pokemon Shuffle series. But what I'm going to do is kind of challenge myself. So I'm going to optimize each week and starting next week and see if I could beat them with just the optimized team. And I have to be able to beat them with the optimized team. Otherwise, I'm going to keep on playing until I can beat them with just an optimized team. Now, it's probably not going to be too difficult for the majority of stages, but some stages might be a little bit more challenging. I guess it depends. I mean, some things could throw me with Pokemon that don't even make sense to go with each other. So we're going to be challenging each other. We're going to be challenging the stages next week together. So if you want to go for the optimized challenge, let me know if you're able to handle it. If you're like an endgame player, it could still be challenging. So, yeah, it could be a lot of fun. Let me know what you guys think. But anyway, we're doing these stages. Just beat Jirachi. Now, Jirachi is a free-to-play stage. Well, of course, it's a free-to-play stage. All these stages are technically free-to-play. But what I meant was it's a once-a-day stage. I don't know why I was saying free-to-play, but once-a-day stage. And you can get skill boosters, or I think you're actually guaranteed to at least get a skill booster drop or a personalized skill booster drop. So that's what happened with us. So I believe you're guaranteed, and it does have Mega Boost Plus, which is definitely a good ability. I've definitely used it quite a bit, so you're probably definitely going to use it. So at the very least, catch it, right? You should be able to catch it, hopefully. But anyway, we're moving on to what I would say is the MVP of this week, or the best stage this week, Hoopa Unbound. And I know a lot of you might be looking forward to this stage because it does have typeless combo if you skill swap it from Risk Taker. Now, I did, so I do plan on farming this one a little bit. I'm probably not going to go all the way just because it does take 150 personalized skill boosters to max out. So it could take quite a bit of time. You probably won't have time in a week to finish it off, but you can go as much as possible. Maybe get to skill level 3 if you're able to beat it itemless. Now, I'm using a Hammering Streak team or 2 Hammering Streak Pokemon, and able to beat this one just fine. And yeah, it's not really difficult. Well, it is a difficult stage, but I don't know. For like the team that I had, I guess it wasn't difficult. But if you're earlier on or a middle ground play, if you don't have Hammering Streak, if you don't have Shout Out, it's definitely a difficult stage. But either way, it's normally stage like I think 450 in the main stages. So you should definitely pick it up at the very least in the special stages so you can catch it. Why not, right? But that is Hoopa Unbound. So moving on to another once-a-day stage, similar to Jirachi, but this is Cosmo. And, yeah, I remember when Cosmo first became available, and, I actually, lost to it once because I didn't have, maxed out Shout-Out Pokemon or anything like that. So I didn't really have OP Pokemon at that time, I don't think. Well, I had good Pokemon, but, I think that's when the Shout-Out and all the Shot abilities were introduced and things like that. So I didn't have crazy abilities maxed out. So it was actually challenging because, as I said, I did lose to it once upon a time. So you could definitely lose to this one if you don't have maxed out Shout Out Pokemon. I totally get it. Definitely much harder than Cosmog. So I would still play it because it's a once-a-day stage and you might get lucky and you might be able to beat it. But, Risk Taker, if you get the good amount of damage, you should be able to beat that, hopefully. But it isn't the easiest stage in the world. Now we're moving on to another stage that's not super easy. We have Azelf. Now, Azelf is actually a time stage, and I didn't realize that. Going into it right away. I wasn't really paying attention to the time stages or whatnot. I remembered it after the fact, but I did leave one of the spots blank. Now, we got a Volbeat and we got a Floette, so I don't think I think you just have an added support anyway, so I don't think you have to leave the last spot blank if you go in with Shout Out. But, if you have Shout Out and whatnot maxed out, if you have Hammering Streak maxed out, whatever it happens to be, you probably don't need Azelf, and you're definitely not going to max it out because it does have Paralyze, and it could be skill swapped to Flash Mob, excuse me. It could be skill swapped to Flash Mob, which is another ability that's not really that good. So, yeah, Azelf, kind of not great, so Pokédex entry, I guess, catch it. But other than that, don't farm it, especially when there's Hoopa Unbound looking straight at you, right? I mean, you definitely have to go for Hoopa Unbound over this one. If you're talking about maxing something out, definitely want to max out Typeless Combo. Even if you didn't want to max out Typeless Combo, you want to max out Risk Taker because it's still a good ability on Hoopa Unbound. It's a really powerful dog type. Definitely recommend the typeless combo, but this take is good as well. But yeah, that's the Pokemon you want to focus on this week. You don't want to focus on Azelf. But we got 2 personalized skill boosters, able to get it to skill level 2, paralyzed. But again, we're not going to skill swap it, we're not going to farm it. So we're moving on to Carnival. Now, Carnival, once upon a time, used to be a free-to-play stage where you could use like all your items. Triumph item stage, I think it was called, not free-to-play. It was Triumph item stage where you can use all the items. It was super easy, even if you had just begun the game, because it's, you get to use all the items, including like a complexity -1 and whatnot. So super easy stage. This is still an easy stage, but I guess not if you're literally just starting out, because you can't use all of the items. But yeah, it doesn't really have a whole lot of HP. It has some blocks down the middle, which I guess is annoying, but this is a time stage, so you can organize the matches you want to make or whatnot. You should be able to beat that one, hopefully. But we're going to move on to Archeops. Now, Archeops is a cool stage. It does have, I believe, Power 4+, which is not a terrible ability. I have some Power 4+ and even Power 4 Pokemon maxed out, and I use them occasionally, mostly just for fun, though. So yeah, they're not as good as like, obviously the shot ability, shot out, block shot, those are obviously better. Hammer and Streak, obviously better. So this is one you definitely don't want to focus on. It's another Pokédex filler. You definitely want to catch it for the Pokédex if you don't have it, if you're able to catch it. But other than that, one, I don't see you using a whole lot. Focus on Hoopa Unbound if you're going to farm anything this week, if you're able to. So we're going on to Alolan Sandslash. Now, this is actually a tough stage, believe it or not, guys. This is actually a really, really tough stage because, yeah, it has a bunch of rocks, a bunch of blocks, super annoying. I totally recommend something like Shiny Mega Deontay or a Mega that can destroy rocks and blocks. Mega Aerodactyl, Mega Steelix should be good. You want to get rid of these blocks. You want to get rid of these rocks. Super annoying. As you can see, I mean, you're not going to be comboing with all these blocks. You're going to be getting 1-2 matches at most, in terms of comboing. I wasn't even activating Rock Shot. Nothing was activating for the most part. But, yeah, I figured once I got Shiny Mega Deontay online, then I should be able to handle it just fine. And, yeah, as you can see, not too much of a threat once you're able to clear off all these rocks and all these blocks, as you will see in a moment, where I was actually looking for a good match. We went for that, able to get match into the Shiny Mega Deontay, clear all those rocks, clear all those blocks, and that's how we're able to do it, get a fresh board. Hammer and Streak will carry us the rest of the way, but yeah, as you can see, look, I don't even have a Shiny Mega Deontay match, so even with the Mega that can destroy rocks and blocks, it's still a little bit annoying because of all... you're not going to get combos. You're not going to have matches. So we're able to beat Alolan Sandslash, which is definitely good, but really, really annoying stage. Definitely annoying. It does have Ice Dance. It's not worth farming. Stick with Hoopa Unbound. Ice Dance is not terrible, but I wouldn't go for it. So final stage we're not doing Necrozma this week, but Necrozma is available. It's an Ultra Challenge. But we're doing Palossand, and I actually love Palossand. Sandygast and Palossand are 2 of my favorite Alolan Pokemon. For some reason, I just really like them. Really cool Pokemon, in my opinion. So, yeah, just going in with Hammer and Streak. Basically a Hammer and Streak team. We have Winking Turtwig, Winking Roserade. Just doing that Shaman just for fun, I guess. It does a Sleep Charm, so it is a good ability, but one that we're not going to be activating this match. Yeah, just going for that Hammer and Streak, basically, and that's all we're going for, and that's going to be able to clear up Palossand. Yeah, I guess it's another stage that's not the easiest stage in the world, but it's not terrible. It does have Eject plus, so yeah, you're gonna prefer the shot abilities, right? You guys know how it is. So yeah, whatever, just stick with Hoopa and Typeless combo, and you should be good to go. But yeah, able to beat Palossand just fine. Yeah, really not a difficult stage, as I said, but a little bit annoying. Not as difficult as Alolan Sandslash, but still annoying, I guess. It could be if you don't have some of these OP abilities, like Hammer and Streak or like Shot Out or Rock Shot or things like that. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.